Today, we are sharing this never before aired video with the one, the only Candiace Candy Gal. We sat down with Candy Gal and our good friend, Miss Sarah Fraser. Why do things end up in the vault and why are they never aired? That's a whole nother story. Now that we're doing this Just David one-on-one, perhaps I will share that information with you one day soon. Let's see what we find in this little chat here. We're going to be doing this all day. We have lots of videos with Miss Candiace coming all day today. What do you think of this chat? Take a listen right now. It's our sit down from an earlier time, never before aired. This is a nugget that's never been heard before with the one, the only Candy Gal and Sarah Fraser. Enjoy.
Where are you at?
We're in an interesting place.
Yeah,
it's an interesting place. That's what I will say.
Do you think, because you say it's like it's an arrangement or whatever, and then all this stuff comes out about Michael, do you think, Ashley is out there doing her own thing?
I hope she is. I think that would be great for her. I think that Ashley is much better than Michael. And I think that she deserves better than Michael. And I say this as someone who has been burned by her, and we have had many a verbal brawl. But I've always believed from the moment that I met her and him that she's better than him and that she deserves better than him. So I hope she is out here in these streets. Go ahead, girl.
What about, speaking about your castmates, what about Gizelle, and the pastor? And there is this narrative people are always saying, where are all these other men that Gizelle, we don't see the pastor, we don't see any of these other guys. You have to show, whatever's going on with Chris, everyone has to show what their relationship troubles. Where are, and I'm not coming for you, Gizelle, but where are the people on the street say, why doesn't Gizelle ever need to show all of her relationships and men, and why?
Why? These are questions that need answers. It's why? Why is Gizelle allowed to skate? Because she has her roller skates on and she just breezes through like this, just sliding through. And yeah, it's an interesting question that I don't know. I don't have the answer to it, because how long can you use your daughters for your personal storyline? They have to go off and live their own lives at some point. And then what do you have? Your wigs? You talk to your wig heads? This is boring. No, ma'am. So I don't know. That's a good question, because the streets talk, and the streets have seen her with men. So she's dating, I think, or doing something. But no, she does not talk about these things, and she's able to shut them down. And there's no prodding, and there's no extra work that has to go into digging into her life. It's like a protection of sorts.
That's what people say. What about, well, I was going to say also, what about when people say, there's not really this many housewives, there's -1, because Robin is not necessarily, again, this isn't coming from me, this is coming from the streets. Robin, is just an extension of Gizelle, and she's not really her own individual on the show. That is said. No, I'm not saying it. How do you feel about that?
It is said. I love Robin. I love Robin the most. She's probably my favorite person of all of these girls. And I think that her role in our friend group is really important, because she's probably one of the most authentic, one of the most calm, authentic people, because I'm authentic, but I'll cuss you out. Robin is very authentic and placid. She's so calm, and she's able to, just broker peace in a way that no one else really in our group of girlfriends can do. So yeah, she has her Gizelle safety net, her security blanket, but we need Robin. Robin needs to be around, because she's an important friend. for all of us.
That's a good perspective, because I feel like we don't hear that. You to David's point, I feel like unfortunately for Robin, like she gets a lot of it too, of people like, why is she here? We're tired of seeing Robin or whatever. And I mean, her relationship with Juan, it seems like it moves forward kind of. I don't know, any wedding planning that you hear about? Like, do we think we're going to really get a wedding?
I want Robin to get married so bad. Like, I'm ready for Robin to get, I already have my role. I'm ready to, I'll carry a flower. I will sing a song. You need to serve a drink. I will do whatever you need me to do for this wedding. Like, yes, I'm ready for her to get married. I don't know like what her plans are, but I hope that her and Juan do. Like, she deserves to have, whatever kind of celebration of their reignited love that they want. So they should have that.
Oh, I'm hoping we see a wedding. I'm like, I would love to see them
a
get
wedding
married.
would be amazing. Yes, the last wedding was mine. So yes, let's do another wedding.
I know we need another wedding, and we need the bachelor party of like Michael Darby trying to make out with Juan. I mean, it just.
Oh, I'm throwing up. Yes, that would be great. Like, yes, send them somewhere. Yes, send them like into the mountains.
Have a hurrah! Yes,
exactly. Yes, that would be Michael's dream come true. Yes.
If they were going to, like eventually we all know that Housewives is like Game of Thrones and it eventually casts get shaken up.
Yeah.
If, who do you think should be the first to go? If the producers after season 7, if we were going to get rid of one housewife, who do you think it should be?
Oh my God. I don't answer this question because I'm not trying to get cussed out. Who should go? I don't know. I feel like the person that should go is the person that has the least going on and is the least contributes the least. Like, if you're coming in here and we're not learning anything new about you, and maybe you're good at like stirring up the pot, but who are you? What is your purpose? So you should go, whoever that person is.
Am I being extra shady today? What the hell, David? I'm gonna check myself. Like, God,
are you being extra shady?
I don't think so, but
that just made me think. I'm like, I don't know. I kind of liked, Miss Osefo has really taken my Lord, she was like a professional, she was a professor, and now we've gone down to candle making and, a whole new body. Now, do I want that body? 100%. But it's like it's a totally different woman, isn't it?
Yeah, well, this is what I will say. I think that one of the beauties about these shows is that they expose you, especially our show, to the fact that Black women are not monolithic. We are not one thing. We don't just operate in this one role of professor and mom and whatever. And I think it's beautiful that we are getting to see like a blossoming of Wendy, because she did come in pregnant or just having given birth. I remember when I remember seeing her when she was pregnant and she was about to birth, and then she gave birth. And this, Sarah, you give birth and there's a lot of shifting that goes on in your mind and your body with your hormones. So like you're kind of trying to figure out, how to pivot and how to get yourself back, or how to, grow new parts, if you will. And I think that we met her in an awkward space, and now she's like she's settled into who